Yeah, today I'll be talking about the physical exercises, psychological benefits, and what's the relationship with the of exercises with music. I know it's very weird combination, but let's just try to make sense here that how does it relates and how it helps. We've always talk about in the school of happiness how we can be happy, how can we stay happy, what we can do to make ourselves happy. But I think this is the time that we should discuss then that what factor that we can include in our life, in our day-to-day routine, that can make us happy, right? With that, as the sir said, the topic is psychological benefits of exercise. um, I'll start with the first term, that is psychology. What is that? What does that term mean? To understand the topic, this topic very carefully, we need to go from words, and we need to focus on each word. What each word says. The psychology means studying and understanding of mental process, the behavioral characteristics, brain functions. What are the behaviors? How does a person behave? What is the mental process of a person? How does the brain functions? Like, we've seen something, we have perceived something, how do we react to that? What are our behaviors? We are lethargy, we have a lethargy nature, we are super active, we treat every situation positively, or we see always negative sides of a situation, we never see the positive things, we don't see the things the way they are, or we are overthinker. So these all are the behavioral characteristics that has been studied under the psychology, right? It's an umbrella term. And psychological is the word psychological is concerned with the person's thoughts and mind. What does a person's mind, or thoughts are, how does the mind work? What are the thoughts? What are the background, what are the thoughts that are being processed in the mind? So that is very, that is, we are just stating it in a line or sentence. It's easy, but trust me, it's not that easy. The background work is highly technical and highly complex. So that is like a way ahead what we can even think of or speak of. So I'll talk about the psychological benefits of the physical exercises. First of all, you know what? The psychological benefits are basically caused by the secretion of hormones in response to the physical activity being performed. See, we perform one activity. Let's say I'm doing pranayam. I woke up in the morning around 6 o'clock or 7. I, lay down my yoga mat and sit on a yoga mat and close my eyes for the pranayam. Now, how does my body react to that pranayam? How do I feel? Do I feel bored? Do I feel refreshing? Do I feel positive? Do I feel sleepy? How does my body react? How does my body secrete, or which hormones does my body secrete for that particular physical activity? That decides the psychological benefits, right? Let's say the first day, I just started my workout. I started with running. I started by, I started with walking. I said, I've started my workout. Now I will walk for like 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes in the morning. So I just start my walking and I feel bored. I feel like sleepy. I feel tired. I feel like, I just want to go home and just sleep back again. So that is the reaction of a body, the reaction of body towards the physical activity that I'm performing. So it's not compulsory, it's not always compulsory that we always have this negative you know response towards the exercises. No, Sometimes we feel like no, we don't want to exercise, but sometimes, like, when once we are in a rhythm, once we have started our exercise, after a week or so, we feel like no, that exercises is doing those exercises which we are performing, or I am performing, is doing something in my body, and it's making me active. I feel good, I feel positive, I feel like doing it every day. So that is how our body react to the physical activity, and we have to wait for that response. Whatever response you get in the first day is not the actual or true response that we want. No, just give it some time. It says that it takes 40 days for a person to adapt one habit or change a habit. So at least give it a week or so that you can uh, figure out how your body is responding. So I hope I could make this clear, that what are the psychological benefits. And we have a list of benefits in front of the screen, and the screen, which you all can read. What are the psychological benefits of physical exercise? First is, it improves the quality of life. Indeed, it does. It improves self esteem, because once you are doing one thing again and again, you are repeating one thing daily. It gives you a strength that, yes, that is my benchmark. I can do this much work daily. That's my limit. That's my minimum limit. So you challenge yourself, you grow up to that challenge daily. So that's a psychological benefit. It improves the mood. you know you feel like, walking, you feel like you feel happy, you feel a spark in your daily life. So that's a improvement in the mood. You don't feel irritated, you don't feel lethargic, you don't get a feeling of giving up. Then it improves the moods, then it reduces the stress and gives the ability to deal with the stress. We are in a gig economy, we are in a rat race. Some of us are in corporates, and there is this constant competition that gives us stress daily. We have our mobile phones with us, which gives stress daily, but we don't see it as a stress. Rather, we feel that it secretes the dopamine in our bodies, and it gives us a pleasure. It's an entertainment, but we don't know that it gives us stress somewhere, and to some extent. So not even talking about the mobile phones, but there are other situations that gives us stress. So exercising, the physical exercises, helps to reduce the stress and gives the ability to deal with that stress. Even if not the if exercise cannot reduce the stress, but it can give you the ability. Because once you are consistent, you know that yes, I can do it, yes, I can do it. And that I can do attitude helps you to cope up with the stress. So that's the main thing. Then it increases the satisfaction. Once you have done something productive in a day, you feel so good. But once you are not doing anything, you are not doing anything, you've done nothing in a day, just you've sat down in a place, worked, or watched TV, you don't feel that satisfaction. But once you do some physical exercise, you feel like, yes, I did exercise also, I worked also, I did this also, I did that also. So one thing, incorporation of one thing in your daily schedule gives you a maximum satisfaction. Then it promotes the energy. As I also discussed in the earlier class, what energy does in our life, how important, how crucial energy is in our life. Without energy, we are nothing. Our soul is the energy. If there is no soul, there is no energy, there is no life. So energy is the prime uh, factor that leads to a life. So it promotes energy, it gives you enthusiasm, it lightens up the you know you can you feel you have this ability to see everything, you can manifest Energy is the main contributor in manifestation. So physical activities, and it helps in promoting the energy. Then it boosts confidence, as I told you, that once you do one thing daily, let's say you are doing ab crunches daily, like 30K 3 sets, right? You are doing it daily. You do it for a week, you do it for 2 weeks, and then you say, no, now I can challenge myself to do more than that, right? I have the confidence. Agar koi mere paas aa jaye, if anybody wants to challenge me, I can completely do that. And not even do that particular set, but I can also increase. So that gives you a confidence. And that is not even the exercise, but um, that exercise confidence is also related to your daily life confidence. Then it reduces depression, obviously. See, there is this theory which I'll be talking in the, that there was this research for which, that research I'll be discussing in the coming slides. So it reduces the depression. There is a positive impact on anxiety. We people, in today's life, with all the challenges, we people get anxiety, you know so it gives you a positive impact on anxiety. It improves memory. The since the COVID is there, and the pandemic has hit, and students are working from home, studying from home, online classes and stuff, that has hampered, or for some it has improved the education. But there are some times when students and other, even we, not I won't even talk about students, but people of our age and other age groups also face this challenge after certain age. We people face a memory issue ki bhai ab to hमें कुछ याद नहीं रहता. I forget things easily. But when you exercise, that memory, to restore that memory, to retain the memory, that power improves and increases. And then also it improves the sleeping patterns. We do not sleep before 1 or 2. We are always on our phone, we are studying, we are working on our laptops, we are watching movies, we are watching series, Netflix, etc., etc. So our sleeping patterns has been disturbed. And during the COVID times, there has been no family that has not slept before 1 or 2. I mean, that's what I can say from my experience and from my friends and family's experience. So there has been late night binging, late night watching and stuff, and that has completely, disturbed the sleeping patterns. So the psychological benefit of physical exercise is that it also improves the sleeping pattern. So these are the list of physical the benefits that I could come up with. I'm sure there are more, but if we would be, lucky enough, or uh, you know my session would be a complete success if any one of you can experience any of these benefits. ठीक है, we cannot, I'm not saying कि आपको 10, you can, experience at least 10 benefits out of it. No, even if you experience one benefit out of it, if it changes your life, if it improves you somewhere, somehow, this session is a successful session. Moving on to the next slide. Why is not exercising is like taking a depressant? So depressant is what? First, we'll discuss what depressants are. So depressants are the drugs that lowers the neurotransmission levels, or lowers the depressed stimulation in various areas of our brain. So there is this chemical, there is this, uh, yeah, it's basically a signal, or whatever you can say. It secretes, or it gives you a lowering sensation. I just don't feel like doing anything. I'm stressing out and I don't feel like doing anything. All the negative thoughts suddenly comes to your mind. So the depressants or the antidepressants are, they actually lowers the depressants actually lowers the arousal level in the brain when taken. So these depressants work on the depression level immediately. जैसे ही आपने दवाई खाई, you feel good. You feel bet you start feel you start feeling better in 10 or 5 or 10 minutes or so. But um exercising is not like that. Trust me, exercise, according to researchers, it takes 10 weeks of consistent exercising to reduce the symptom of depression. So it's exercising and is not like कि आपने अभी you just did exercise and there is no depression. Depression is gone. It's not like that. You have to be consistent. Though one thing is common in depressants and exercising is that you have to be consistent. Uh, uh, yeah, but once you're feeling depression, once you're feeling sad, you take the depression. But for exercising, you have to do it daily. So this proves that exercising is not like taking depression. So one has to be consistent to do it regularly, at least 20 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes, though 20 to 30 depending upon the age group and physical factors, but it is said that 30 minutes minimum exercise should be there, either 30 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of any kind of yoga or any kind of exercise for 5 days in a week. That is must. That is must to gain the optimal amount of happiness from it and lower down the level of depression. Unless and until you are not putting any efforts, you won't be happy. Um, there is also a statement which I also mentioned in the earlier slide. So it says that according to the researchers, lack of physical activity and energy levels may lead to depression or mood change. Like we don't exercise, we don't do any physical activity, that leads to depression. But the vice versa is also true, that if we are depressed, we don't do exercise. So what's the solution? One thing leads to another and another things leads to one thing. So this vice versa is very dangerous. The only thing that we can do is just push ourselves and do something. If we don't push ourselves, if we don't speak up, if we don't exercise, if we don't speak about depression, we won't be able to cure this thing and we won't be able to get out of this thing. So I mean, talking from my personal experiences, I started yoga in 2016, and since then I have continued the exercise. But in between, I got this severe pain in my back. Just because of that pain, I wasn't able to do exercise for at least an year or two, which made me so depressed that I was doing so good in my life. I was doing so good. I was consistent for almost a year without any pressure or so. That was a habit. That was basically a habit in the morning. But now I'm doing nothing. It's just pain, pain, pain. So I just sit back and let my pain took over me. So that was a mistake I did, and that made me kind of depressed. I gained weight. I felt demotivated. I feel like there is no confidence left in me. I'm always conscious about my pain. Ki whatever I do, I should not feel any pain in my back. So that thing um, bound me. You cannot get out of this zone. I made that pain my comfortable zone. But then after a year or two, I realized that no, I cannot sit like that. So I started doing yoga. I started with basic exercises, very I did the exercises that strengthened my back, and slowly, slowly it went great. beach may know I feel pain, but it's okay. I didn't let that pain stop me from doing exercise or doing any physical activity that makes me happy, and that makes me feel that I did something today to feel positive and make my body feel alive, to connect my mind, body, and soul. So I think that's the way everyone should do it. It's just about pushing yourself a little bit harder, and you'll definitely get the results. See, you cannot just give up. So exercise give you I can do anything well attitude. So we all want that in our lives, and I'm sure you'll all get that, and I'm sure you all have also. Moving on to the next slide, what are the physical benefits? Earlier we discussed the psychological benefits, but we'll also talk about the physical benefits of the exercise. Before I start the slide, I would like to tell you one thing that during the COVID, we have seen that there was instant growth of fitness content on Instagram and YouTube and other social media platforms. So people were encouraging each other, like, since it was lockdown, many people lost their jobs. There were many people lost their family members due to COVID, and there were many unfortunate situations where people were from which people were going through. So to cope up with that stress, there was this sudden rush, sudden hike in the fitness content on the social media, and that content, uh, you know, um, motivated a lot of people to sign up for the challenges: 30 days challenge, 20 days challenge, or a 2 minutes plank challenge for 30 days, or 108 Surya Namaskar challenge for 30 days, and see the before and after. These were the life changing experiences that we people also enjoyed during the COVID. And trust me, I also signed up for 40 days, 40 Surya Namaskar for 30 days. So that was a challenge I took up, and I am still continuing with the 40 Surya Namaskars daily. And I feel like blessed that yes, I did took up that challenge. So people have took up the challenges, and saw the physical and mental benefits of exercising. And I think you should also do that. I think you should sign up for such challenges. There have been many people who changed their profession from a corporate employee to the fitness trainer. I have seen many people working that way, and they are doing so great, and they've made a business out of that as well. That's for the other, that's the whole other spectrum of that. So let's just talk about the physical benefits of exercising. It it uh, improves the fitness level, obviously controls the weight. It helps in managing the weight, reduces the risk of heart diseases, maintain insulin levels, improves mental health, strengthen the bones and muscles. Through I'd like to elaborate this point that, what, if we don't exercise, we start losing our muscles, right? You have seen many old people, they don't have any biceps, it's all just bone. So they've lost their muscles on the bicep, or maybe the legs, or maybe the thighs. So with the time, as the time passes, and if you don't give your body some time, if you don't spend time with your body, you don't exercise, you start losing muscles, and you also start losing bone strength. So everything goes down if you don't exercise. And yoga has proven that, um, it maintains the muscle, and it regrows the muscle if you do the yoga regularly. If you even do 10 Surya Namaskars daily, it maintains the bone and muscle strength the way it is, and also enhance it. Then promotes healthy and strong muscles, reduces fatigue. We people, in online classes, or in even if offline, or even in offline classes, we feel like just sleeping. Teacher is speaking and we feel like sleeping. So that thing is also improved if you exercise, because you know what? why we feel fatigue, why we feel like sleeping all the time. It's just because there is our body lack in vitamin D. So in that case, we need to exercise, that we need to have a proper sunlight exposure. The signals to our brain is weak. So, exercising strengthens that signal. It boosts the happy chemical. Um, endorphins is a chemical that boosts the happiness level in our body. So we were all talking about happiness, school of happiness. I think it should be school of endorphins also, because endorphin is the main chemical that boosts the happiness level in our, that is happiness basically, that boosts the happiness in our in our life, in our mind, body, soul. Also, um, exercising promotes metabolism. If your metabolism is slow, you are definitely gonna get fatty liver, you know, fatty liver, and then maybe obesity. Obviously, that is the main thing that you can get. For girls, there could be many problems. So metabolism is one thing, and that leads to many things. So if the metabolism is good, your body is good, and it increases stamina, obviously. Once you walked for 10 minutes, you feel like, oh, I cannot walk. But once you walk like for 10, like once you walk 10 minutes every day, after a week, you can walk in that same timing for like, you can cover more distance in that 10 minutes. Let's say you cover 1 kilometer in 10 minutes. For a week you did that, slowly you started covering 1.5 kilometers in 10 minutes. I know that's a hypothetical situation, but we can all think that way. So it's just an example. So exercising can increase the stamina. I would like to share one more personal experience with you all, that I also started when the first lockdown was over. I started, me and my friend basically started 10,000 steps a day challenge. And we used to walk 9 to 10 kilometers daily. And trust me, what an experience. I can't get over that experience. It was very positive and experience. In the morning, we used to walk for 1 hour. In 1 hour, we used to complete 10,000 steps. We used to talk, we used to feel the, environment, clean air, and positive energy. Everything was there. And, that was different experience that I had. And if I'll get any chance, or if I push myself a little harder, I'll be able to do start with that walking challenge again. And it's hell of an experience. And I think you should at least start by walking 5,000 steps a day, or 4,000 steps a day in the morning, or whenever you can. ठीक है, there is no time. Though it is said that early morning, if you wake up and do exercise, that's a whole level of another experience. I agree. But if you don't have time in the morning, you can walk anytime, you can do exercise anytime, whenever it suits you and your body. So ultimately we need to listen to our body. Moving on to the next slide. I think it has so what to what extent music aids to exercise? What is the relationship of music and exercise? Till now, we have just covered what exercise can do. What are the physical benefits? What are the psychological benefits? Now, how is music related to the exercise? There is music in Olympics, there is music for sports, there is music for athletes, there music for we people who just love to listen to the music and walk. There is music in the gyms. There is music in yoga. There is music when when we meditate. Music is everywhere, actually. Even if your pen drops, that sound is music. If you can listen to it, if you can feel it, music is everywhere. Birds chirping is music. Wind blowing is music, oceans, waves are music. There are special music. There are, water, ocean sound. There is music on wind, fire, rain. You just, it soothes you. So how does that music helps in the exercise? So it distracts people. First of all, it distracts people from fatigue and pain. There has been, as I guess, if I mentioned it earlier or not, there has been researches going on when, people have, have gone through open brain surgery, but with the guitar in their hands, and they are playing the guitar, and the pain level, the fatigue level is way too less than what it has. It's there. So it distracts people. So it's very, in gyms, or if the athletes are doing exercise, they always put headphones, they always use headphones or use loud music, because you know what, it distracts your mind. You are doing sets, there are repetitive motions that you have to do. So music helps. It's like a companion to with the exercise. It elevates the mood. Second point, obviously, if you're feeling low, you just listen to the music that increases the rushes the dopamine in your body. And once that dopamine is there in your body, you can do anything. So use the dopamine for the best and right things. Then it stimulates the motor movements. There is this rhythm in music. If you know, if you ever listen to the clock, I would like you to take a minute and listen to the ticking of the clock, right? So the clock ticks, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Even watch has music. Watch has rhythm. If if the needle is not ticking properly, you say no, not, something is wrong with the watch. It's not ticking properly, it's stopping, it's there, it's stuck. Change the cells and it moves properly, right? The same is with the exercise, the same is in the life. If your life is not in rhythm, if your exercise is not in rhythm, there is some issue in your life or in your exercise or anywhere. So motor movements are very important in the exercise, because once you're doing push-ups or you're doing crunches, you're doing a yoga, you're doing surya namaskar, there is always a rhythm. And once you listen to the music and you listen to the rhythm of music, there are some slow songs, there are some fast songs, there are some energy wale songs, like sports songs. You feel like doing the same things what a rhythm is telling you. If the rhythm is soft, you feel like just sitting, close your eyes and listen to the music. But then if there is music that is like, that pushes you harder, the songs, like, that those like rushes a dopamine in you, and you feel like, just let's go to the gym and exercise. So those are the rhythms that decides what you want to do and to which rhythm you want to do. I mean, if I talk about myself, if I listen to a music, and if I'm walking on a treadmill, or if I'm walking, generally walking, जिस type का गाना बज रहा होगा, and whatever the rhythm is there, I will walk to the rhythm. If the rhythm is fast, I'll walk fast. If the rhythm is slow, I'll walk slow. So these things do impact your exercise. Then the next point, synchronization of music and exercise increases the energy. आपका जब म्यूजिक एंड एक्सरसाइज सिंक्रोनाइज्ड हो जाता है, देर आर सम पीपल हु डोंट नो द रिदम, बट देर आर पीपल हु नोज द रिदम. एंड वंस दैट is synchronized with your exercise, when the music is synchronized with your exercise, the energy level doubles up, it increases. um, Blood pressure is reduced, mental stress is released, and the heart rate increase. And when the heart rate increases, all the fat of a body starts burning. That's the fact. You can Google it as well. Then playing the song that matches the rhythm, playing the song with the rhythm that matches the repetitive movements, you know, that's what I was explaining. I think the point is written kind of wrong. I'll correct it. So if the rhythm matches uh, the movements that you are doing, uh, uh, one second, please. Okay. So if the movements that you are doing is you know, matches the rhythm, then you can repeat that particular exercise for long. You can even push your boundaries, you can even challenge yourself. Let's say if I started my push-ups from 10 into 3 sets. I hope we all know क्या होता है. 10 push-ups and 3 times. 10 into 3, that means 30 times if I want to do my crunches, ab crunches, or any exercise. So if I listen to a music and if I match my rhythm to that, I can repeat. I can repeat that same motion without any pain or fatigue. And I can also challenge myself to do one more set of 10 crunches or one more round of crunches. So that's what you can do. And I think in every, you all must have experienced that anywhere in your life. The next, it boosts the production of dopamine hormones, which I said it in the very beginning. So yes, music does help in exercise, and there are books where this particular slide has been discussed. There are books. Um, Moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So, how to keep the exercise consistent? There are some times when we feel like, we are bored enough now. We cannot, um, we just feel like, oh, now we are bored. We cannot continue the exercise akele akele. What can we do now? The music is same, right? Our exercises are same. What do I do to bring a spark in exercise? You can join group workout sessions always. I mean, if you're doing, so it doesn't matter if you do exercise alone or with the group. Exercise is exercise. You do exercise the way you feel like, the way what you listen to your mind, listen to your body, listen to your soul. What does your body wants? What does your soul wants? What does your mind wants? Do you want to exercise akele, alone? You can do that. Your body says no, let's work out at the night, let's say 12 o'clock. Then do your exercise at 12. You feel like doing exercise in the evening, do your exercise in the evening. Whenever you feel like, just do the exercise. Then group workout sessions are the best motivators. When you see other people working way harder than you are, then you feel like, no, I feel good. I want to see people around me and I want to do workout. Sometimes that is also motivation. So you can do that. Then know your mood and make your playlist accordingly. You can always change your playlist for your workout. I always have a workout playlist and I always change the song. Sometimes I feel like listening to sad songs when I'm working out. Sometimes I feel like listening to rushy songs when I am exercising. Sometimes I feel like listening to pop music or metal songs or classical or anything that I want. So I can make up my playlist accordingly. Incorporate different types of exercises in your routine. Like, in the beginning, when I started yoga, I always used to feel that Surya Namaskar is very boring. So I always used to do 10 sets of Surya Namaskar and then I used to stop. I never increased my Surya Namaskar repetitions from 8 to 10. So, but now I can do 40 also, I can do 60 also, I can do 80 also. But that depends on the mood, right? So that is there, that fact is there. So always incorporate different routines. Like you can do Zumba, you can do yoga, aerobics, brisk walking, swimming, hiking, uh, you can do anything, incorporate different exercises. So with that yoga, I used to incorporate abs workout, or maybe um stretchings, and that's it. That's how I used to do. But now I think whatever you do, even if you do 10, if you do 8 workout, 8 surya namaskar, or any workout, just stay consistent, because consistency is the key in your life, in exercise, in music, in dance, in studies, in career, everywhere. Consistency is the key. That's what I have realized. Could be late, but it's never late. Track the progress, such as you can use the Fit Bands, Google Fit, Samsung Health. There are many tracking devices available in the market. There are many Fit Bands available in the market. And you can track down your progress, right? Then track down the best timing for the exercise. Which timing suits you, which timing doesn't suit you. According to that, you can plan the exercise, you can do the exercise. Also, um, give yourself a goal daily. Let's say I can do, I'll, start with, I'll take a challenge. I take a 30 days challenge. I'll take a 40 days. I'll take a 20 days challenge. Then live up to that challenge, and then think, then feel what is the difference in before and after, in physical fitness, in mental health, and overall, how do you feel it? If it feels good, then continue and be consistent. So that is how you can keep your exercise consistent. You can bring a spark in your exercises. I'm not the fittest person to ask anything to, or I am talking here, and I have whatever the slides I have prepared. Trust me, that's all personal experience. And I am only here to share my personal experiences with you all. And it's not like, I have done nothing in my life, no physical exercises, and I am commenting on how physical exercise is very must. But I am uh, despite that, I am saying everything from my personal experiences. I was kind of busy in the in past 10-15 days, so my exercises were on pause. But yesterday I started my yoga, so I try to make my efforts and my every effort count, and I try to live up to that and make sure that I do things which I can continue for the long. So make a habit in such way that you can continue that for long. I think that's it for today. If there are any questions, you can please ask now. Feel free to ask any question. I hope this session will motivate any one of you to take up the physical activities or challenge yourself daily.
Ishwanik ma'am, I would like to add one thing.
Yes, sir.
It was really a motivational session, and how you recover from your physical injury, and you push your limit to a certain level, and that keep us motivating also with us, and we feel motivated, and
Thank you, sir.
we will surely take this as a challenge, that
Yeah.
we will exercise regularly in our daily life. And this exercise not only physical, but it improves our psychological mood also.
Yes, yes, definitely, sir. I have seen, I'm not saying that I have recovered from my injury. It's still there, 10-15 days I wasn't able to do any exercise. And literally, I couldn't get up from my bed. It was severe pain. It took me like half an hour to settle down. And then I used to walk. I couldn't walk for 10-15 days, in the morning. So it's still there. But you know what? I cannot let that pain stop me from doing anything. So I started my yoga yesterday, like in the night, at the night. So it's okay. I mean, it's life. It goes on, and we just need to, find our ways out. So
Yes,
I
yes,
think that's what
surely,
we can
because
do.
we need to increase our limit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, otherwise we will be there. Yes, if we have
मैं भी
with us,
मैं भी यहाँ पर कुछ ऐड करना
yes, ma'am.
चाहूंगी कि मुझे स्लिप डिस्क का इशू हो गया था
Hmm.
करीब 9 साल पहले, और उसमें दैट पेन वाज कांस्टेंट, मतलब पूरे 24/7 वो पेन हो रहा था।
I can totally relate to it.
उसके बाद मैंने ऑल्टरनेटिव थेरेपी और एक्यूपंक्चर, एक्यूप्रेशर, एवरीथिंग आई ट्राइड,
Hmm.
और योगा भी मैंने तब शुरू की, और मतलब वो 6-7 मंथ्स बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट थी, बट आई केप्ट ऑन डूइंग। और आज भी मैं क्योंकि आयुर्वेद की भी दवाइयां खाई, तो वो उस समय जो मैंने परहेज किए वो अभी भी मेरे जारी हैं।
Hmm.
But now, after 6-7 months, I've fully recovered. And just 2 months back, I joined gym. और वाकई वहां पर जब म्यूजिक बजता है तो वो 10 सर कहते हैं कि 15 के
हाँ.
3 सेट, तो वो 10 में ही जान निकल जाती है, तो वो म्यूजिक के सहारे 5 होते हैं। बहुत
आ,
बहुत फर्क पड़ता है। और वाकई ये
जी.
जो फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज हैं ये बहुत जरूरी हैं, बहुत
True,
जरूरी हैं।
man. If we don't do any exercise, we feel like कुछ नहीं हो रहा लाइफ में, सब बंद पड़ गया है. Because that's what I felt. See, I also tried. I went to doctors for a year, for whole year. कभी acupressure, कभी कुछ, कभी physiotherapy, कभी एक्सरे, कभी ये वो. But and nobody was able to figure out कि हुआ क्या है मेरी बैक को. So वो ठीक होती थी, फिर खराब होती थी, ठीक होती थी, अभी भी इट्स स्टिल द सेम. बट देन आई रिसेंटली हैड अ वर्ड विद डॉक्टर, ही इज अ होम्योपैथिक डॉक्टर, एंड ही सेड समटाइम्स देयर इज स्ट्रेस. वो एक बॉडी में जगह बना लेता है, and it pains you when you are stressed. So I feel ki bhai that could be the reason as well. Because why? Because I had word with him. We had this communication for at least 3 hours, and after that there was no pain in my body, in my back. I felt ki okay, this could be stress. So it could be stress. Wherever your weak point is in your body, the stress always go there and वो वहीं पे बैठ जाता है. So sometimes it's really a muscle pain or any pain, or sometimes it's stress. So if you talk, if you open up your heart and express yourself, that stress goes away. If it's that stress, then just have to
इसलिए
talk.
इसलिए कई बार जैसे कीर्तन होते हैं हमारे यहाँ पड़ोस में हर ट्यूसडे ना, तो अब कोविड की वजह से वो डिसकंटिन्यू हो गए हैं। तो कुछ लोगों से अगर इन जनरली बात करो तो वो कहते हैं कीर्तनों में होता क्या है, सब घर की बुराइयां करते हैं। तो मेरा एक ही जवाब होता है, मैंने कहा व्हाट्स रॉन्ग इन डूइंग दैट? क्योंकि वो जितनी भी हम तो चलो हाउस वाइफ्स नहीं है ना, वर्किंग विमेन है, तो हमारा अलग एक ग्रुप है। तो
Mm-hmm.
जितनी भी हाउस वाइफ्स हैं उनके लिए तो आउटलेट का कोई सोर्स ही नहीं है, मतलब कहीं
True.
तो वो निकालेंगी ना। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, भगवान के नाम पे अगर वो खुशी मिल रही है उनको, तो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग इन दैट?
True. If we say ki you must
तो
seek us,
फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज
if we say कि have a session with psychiatrist, or आप बात करो किसी से, and then people say why do we need a psychiatrist, we are absolutely fine. I mean हम कोई पागल हैं? But psychiatrists are not for the people who has some mental disability. It's just to express yourself out. That person has been paid to listen to you and tell you what is wrong and how you can improve. So I think there is no harm in. I had this session and I was completely relieved. There was no pain in my back, and I felt that yeah, this could be the stress. And I was thinking it from the COVID time, but you need someone to listen to you.
डेफिनेटली, तभी आपका ये प्रोग्राम हमें बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
Thank you so
thank
much.
you, ma'am.